Hey, welcome to the Social Outcast podcast. This is your girl Jazz V Taylor. Today on episode 2, we're going to talk about cancel culture or the cancel society or whatever they're called. But also on an addition of that, we're going to talk about Doja Cat. She's an artist, singer slash rapper, an artist. And then also we're going to talk about black businesses with the protests going on and the riots, etc. And then black on black crimes. We're going to talk about black on black crimes. We're going to talk about black businesses, Doja Cat, and cancel culture. Now, cancel culture, how does it work? When a celebrity, entertainer, or a public figure does something the majority feels is offensive, racist, or beyond all morals, they say they are canceled. Their attempt to just avoid and ignore someone, basically, is what cancel culture is. It's basically a bootleg boycott. Yet they really don't boycott. Or it's an unsuccessful boycott. They expect them to get fired and to never be contacted to do anything else in their career. They expect them to be homeless on the street, all that good stuff. But in reality, their job says, please post an apology so this can be over with. And they post an apology. After like 2 years, it blows over. That's the reality. That's what happens. But saying someone is canceled doesn't really cancel them. It really doesn't. They still get posted. They still be in magazines, articles, paparazzi still follow them. They are not canceled. They still have their jobs because all they had to do was apologize. Not to mention, recently, people are pulling up 2000 news. It happened in 2000. You know who I'm talking about. This happened in 2000. He did blackface. He was mocking a black comedian. He already apologized for it. This was 20 years ago. It's 2020. This happened in 2000. It was 20 years ago. He apologized for it. Like I said, the jobs, all they do is ask him to apologize, and that's about it. If you can dig up the crime, why can't you dig up the sentence? If you can pull up him doing blackface, you can pull up Jimmy Fallon doing his apology, posting his apology. It was still wrong. I feel like that was wrong. He spray painted himself mocha. He's chocolate. He was chocolate. A lot of models have been doing that. You can watch America's Next Top Model. I believe it was season 4 or 5. They spray painted a girl who was already black. She was already black, but they made her dark skin. You know, black people, we have multi-variations of ourselves. Like, I hate how people just say light skin, brown skin, dark skin. There's more shades of us. There's more shades of black people. So I really hate that. That's another topic for another episode. Cancel culture only digs up the dirt instead of the other side of the story. You have this video, not a video, but an episode of him on somebody else's show. I know who he is. I know faces, not names. So if you ever listen to me and I can't say the names or forget the names, it's because I'm a person that knows faces and not names. I will not remember your name no matter who you are. I will remember your face though. I probably met you like when I was 6 and I'm probably still having dreams about you. But I won't remember your name. Like, that's just how I am. But he was on someone else's show and he did blackface. He wasn't really mocking, exemplifying how funny he is or something like that. I believe it was Chris Rock who he was trying to play as, but it was still blackface. You can still show appreciation to someone without having to do blackface. Okay, blackface is blackface because blackface was invented. Okay, they did plays and musicals and imagery and propaganda with this blackface image. So that is why blackface is blackface today. They're saying in 2000, they are defending right now in 2020, that in 2000, that was him showing appreciation. It was, but it was also him doing blackface. It was appreciation and it was a blackface. And it was wrong. He apologized. It's over with. There's a clip right now of him talking to RuPaul, the queen of drag. And he said, drag queen. That's what he said. And RuPaul was like, drag queen? And he got so, you can see it on his face, he got so scared he thought he said something wrong. It's so many derogatory terms out there you really don't know. As an average person who's just living their life, they're not really on social media, but of course he is, because that's his career. But he really thought he said something wrong, but he really didn't. Yeah, like I don't think he's racist. I believe that was an accident. He thought he was just turning himself into Chris Rock. But people need to understand you could turn yourself into someone and we can still understand that that was the person you're trying to imitate. We can still understand that without you being darker. There are so many details about people without you having to change your skin to actually look like them. But like I said, in cancel culture, you're not gonna cancel Jimmy Fallon. That was an accident. He apologized. It just is not going to happen. And plus, the better way of doing things as a cancel culture, the better way of doing things might just be to actually boycott and say that. Say we're boycotting this. Don't say you're canceled. Like, that's so 2020. Say you're boycotting something if that's what you want to happen. Don't say you're canceled. Okay, he's canceled to you. She's canceled to you. Nobody else doing that but you. Maybe you should boycott and actually be consistent with boycotting and be advertising that if you're really trying to cancel someone. But it's over 1 billion people in the US, so I don't think that'll be possible that you can just cancel someone. Many people are selfish and they don't really care what people do if it don't affect them. Everyone's not like you. Everyone's not like me. Everyone's not like Sandy. Everyone's not like Jamie. Everyone's not like Jennifer. Everyone's not like... Because there are people who really don't care. There are people who said, I've never encountered anybody racist. I've never encountered a racist situation, etc., etc. And they're like just living their life. How people just say racism isn't there because they never experienced it. There are so many people who've never dealt with it, and then they dealt with it and it was something big. It was something big. It changed them. I believe in karma as just karma itself, nothing religious to it. I do feel like there's good karma and bad karma, and that was some bad karma. If you think it's not real, yet you see it. You are seeing it on social media. You're seeing it on TV. You're seeing all of this, yet you're saying it's not real because it didn't happen to you. You're saying kidnappings don't happen because they don't happen to you? Are you saying murders don't happen because it didn't happen to you? Are you saying car crashes don't happen because it didn't happen to you? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Racism is out there. Jimmy Fallon is not one, and I hope he's not one, because on our next topic, I've been disappointed in people who may or may not be racist that I actually supported and like. I like Jimmy Fallon. Hopefully somebody pulls up after all of this his apology, but they say he apologized for it, and I feel like he was basically just showing appreciation. That's how I feel. 20 years younger at that point. You live and you learn, trial and error. And just like with RuPaul, he thought he said something wrong. When he did blackface, he didn't think he was doing anything wrong. He literally thought he was dressing up as Chris Rock and as Chris Rock only. Hopefully I'm saying Chris Rock was the person, but a black comedian. I don't know. I believe it was Chris Rock or somebody else that I only know the face of. I don't know the name, but I do know Chris Rock. Yeah, but to carry on how cancel culture is not really effective. When people wanted to boycott Gucci, because I believe they had like a little monkey toy as like a keychain type thing on a purse. And the monkey was black, red lips, which is the ultimate image. Ultimate propaganda, ultimate racism, ultimate blackface towards black people, towards African Americans. I don't understand how they looked at that and said, oh my gosh, yes, let's put this on our bags, without seeing that was a freaking... That was like, no, they did it on purpose. I feel like they felt like they could handle the backlash that they was going to get. That was a strategy for them so that people could come and look through their items, their stuff, and buy it. There's just as much people who's fighting against racism towards as much people that are racist. That's how I feel. So the people that thought that, oh, this is racist, other people was like, it's not racist, and just for that, I'm finna go buy it. And then also, Mayweather videoed himself saying he's still buying Gucci. I believe in the video he purchased some Gucci. He had Gucci on. If it wasn't Gucci, it was another brand. I feel like it was Gucci. I don't see any other brand using that monkey, because Gucci has some bland colors. I do not like Gucci. That green and red is so ugly to me. I don't like it. I don't like the slides. The slides would probably be the only thing I would buy, and maybe the book bag, because that's my style. Everything else is like, no. Like, I don't wear belts. I don't know what female in 2020 wears belts. I don't know one. And if she does, it's for some type of style. And like I said, their colors are a little bland, so I don't really see a Gucci belt as a female accessory, which is why I don't like Gucci anyway. So that's my opinion as a customer, but I've never been one. So yeah. People are expecting a bus boycott movement with the cancel culture. Okay, Rosa Parks, no. That was a powerful movement because people were in communities and they understood the struggle together. That's how that happened. Cancel culture, they be canceling people like crazy. They don't know how to accept apologies. They don't know how to understand that people do say things and not know it's wrong. Just because you're not a baby anymore, just because you're not a child anymore, doesn't mean you're naive to things. You don't know that this exists. You don't know that term does not mean what you think it means. People are still like that. People need to understand that. People learn. We learn. We have not, like, a 30-year-old has never been a 30-year-old her whole life or his whole life. They're learning to be 30. A 21-year-old is learning to be a 21-year-old. A 5-year-old is learning how to be a 5-year-old. We are all learning. It's trial and error. I'm not excusing any terrible behaviors. I'm only describing what I'm describing right now. If you feel like you want to comment on something or have a different opinion, please go to our Facebook page. Other social media platforms are out there. Feel free to comment on the posts that is specific to these episodes and topic. Now, our next topic involving cancel culture is Doja Cat. Now, during all these protests and riots, Doja Cat, people are commenting and they're like, Doja Cat, we haven't forgot about you. What you mean? She done, okay, you done pulled up the stuff. She done apologized in a post, and then she made a video with her points. I don't understand what more do y'all want from her besides her actions showing what she's saying and she's not. That's what I'm saying. So even during all the protests, people are still saying and they're not done with her. But that whole situation is over. Y'all got your receipts. You canceled her. She did an apology post. She did a video of going through all the points she listed, which were everything that was said about her. All her points she either debunked or she said it was a rumor. No. And that video was out there. The Shade Room does not have the full video. I caught half of the video, and the beginning of the video, the Shade Room posted. So I basically got the whole video. Shade Room is missing like 2 points that she's like listed, but like the 2 points were not trending. So that's why Shade Room did not post that. Doja went through every single thing that her friends told her. She wasn't on Twitter. She got off Twitter immediately. Her friends sent her all the information, and everything they sent, that's what she went through on her points. And Shade Room did not post all of that. So that's why people feel like it wasn't authentic. But I don't understand how you think an apology is authentic. I feel like Doja really meant it. That's how I feel. Now, at the end, she apologized personally to her fans, not any strangers, not any people who don't even know her music, not people that don't even follow her or mess with her. She apologized directly to her fans, and she said, if I upsetted you, if I disappointed you, if you are embarrassed, I apologize. She apologized to her younger age fans, and watching that video, I feel like she apologized directly to me. When I feel like something is real, I get chills and like the hair stand up on me, and I got that, and I feel like it was real. I feel like it was authentic. I feel like she really meant it. I do not feel like it was a situation where, oh, you got caught and now you're apologizing, because we know a lot of men and female like that. We do, and I don't feel like this was the case. I do not. But I do know at some point in the middle of all that, when it first came out, of course it was on Twitter. Twitter is the first to do everything, unless it's a celebrity who only uses Instagram and they news popped out or whatever. I was on Twitter at 4 a.m. With quarantine, my sleep schedule is crazy. So at 4 a.m. I was up on Twitter. The hashtag of Doja Cat We're Sorry started. And I was up when that happened. And some more information came out. And people were saying that a guy she rejected in one of the small chats, the tiny chats that she was in, felt some type of way because Doja continuously rejected him. He posted everything, but he gave it the wrong story. Everything, like Doja explained the song. She explained, like I said, she debunked some things. She said some things were a rumor. The video of her saying the hard N with the ER, she said she apologized for that. She said she shouldn't have done that. That's what everybody's going after her for saying that in front of all those non-black people. Even, like, you're not even supposed to say that anyway, regardless. I hate saying the N-word. I honestly never said that until I started hanging out with a girl in freshman year in high school. I started hanging out with her. She said that in every single sentence. And like I said, people are like learning every day. It's trial and error. So just because you're not a child, you're not a baby, doesn't mean you're not absorbing everything around you in your environment. So I started saying that word as well. I'm stopping myself from saying it. I am a person that's like, if you want white people to stop saying that, you need to stop saying that. She said that word. She said the hard word, the racist. That's a strong word. She said that around all those white people. And they was even like, whoa, like, what? And that's like you giving them the okay to say it. And I do not like that. And even though I did accept her apology because I do feel like it was sincere, she did apologize for that. Specifically, she did not debunk it. That was something she felt like she shouldn't have did. And that's what she said. Look at her actions from now on, and that should be judged. She apologized for everything she's done in the back of her life, etc., if that made sense. But when the hashtag Doja Cat We're Sorry started trending, I was like, and I got all the information saying it was, oh, this guy rejected her, and then the person that said that, they explained the song and how it wasn't about that before Doja even said anything. This was like 2 days before. So I started saying the same thing. I started saying all this is wrong. I did not want to believe none of this because I'm a true fan. On Facebook, I got called a COON. I was like, whoa, ma'am. I did not. All I said was what I just told y'all. All the information is wrong. This guy rejected her and etc. That's what I said. This girl said I was what I just said. She said I was a COON. And I'm like, you really gonna call me out my name? Using that term, you're nothing but your suppressor. If you're gonna sit there and call other people names that are some strong names, you're being your suppressor. That's how I feel. Continue. I am disappointed in Doja. I am embarrassed since I did defend her in the middle of all that. I actually deleted the music and I haven't been listening to it ever since. I do miss it. I was a fan. I was a real fan. Yeah, I'm literally looking at her actions. I am still following her to see what she does. When all of this broke out with the protests, she did not... I don't know if she posted anything recently. I don't really think posting really helps anything unless you're actually out there. But what I'm doing is this. My state, I think there was like a couple protests. I think about 5 towns did a protest where I am. Yeah, she didn't... she asked people to send her the petitions. And she retweeted those on her Twitter. On her Instagram, I think she posted something on her story. But yeah, we're just gonna continue. But I'm saying all this because if she releases new music, it's still going to be a hit. Because when people truly hate someone, they tend to keep their eyes on that person. So people will listen and say it's trash, giving her streams. That's why cancel culture doesn't really work. When people are canceling people, some of the people are actually haters. Some of those people are actually haters. Haters are some strong strong fans, let me tell you. And when she releases music or does anything, they're going to be watching. They're going to be giving her likes, views, streams, so they can talk some trash. But the thing is, they're actually helping her while they're talking trash. Like, it's not going to help. And me personally, when I dislike someone, I get rid of everything that exists with them. That being social media, their numbers, their friends, family, business, whatever. Like, the real deal. Like, if I don't like someone, I don't want to be around them. I don't want to look at them. It's nothing passionate. It's just simple, chill dislike. I'm living my life continuously not knowing you exist. That is me. That's how I am. That is why some people should be like that, but they're not. And that's why cancel culture doesn't work. Now, continuing, our next point with these protests, I just saw a post and it was really sad. I wanted to cry. Seeing men cry is the saddest thing ever. That is why we're having this protest now. George was crying. He cried for his mom. His mom is dead. That people said they felt like he was passing right when he said that. They said he saw his mom and he cried out for her. She's dead, y'all. Like, I'm sorry. But speaking of businesses, I just watched a video of a grown man having a meltdown in front of his business because people burnt it in his truck, then stole his laptop. He said, I quote, "I came from the ghetto too." He said he came up from the ground. He built himself up just like y'all. That it wasn't a protest anymore. And it's not. Well, there is a protest, but then there's people stealing, breaking, and looting, and half those people are people that are not a part of this protest, and the other half people that should be a part of this protest. Matter of fact, all of you should be a part of the protest, but there are white people, racist people, policemen, and women, and white supremacists breaking things on purpose. There was a video of a white woman breaking glass windows to a building, and the policemen were just standing there laughing. They were standing there laughing. But continuing, he said that it wasn't a protest anymore, and I agree. Yeah, it's sad and it's sick. Y'all some sick people, and people have the audacity to say you paying rent to a white man, woman anyway. Like, what? That you have insurance, you straight. What does that even mean? Not everyone has insurance, first. Secondly, how do you know they paying rent to somebody white? And even if they are white, have you not seen people supporting you? I'm confused. It don't make sense. They being irrational. They not thinking straight. Or like I said, they're selfish. They're immature. They're sick. Like, what? Y'all just gonna assume everyone have insurance. Y'all gonna assume that every black business is just as liable as the Target and monopolists. I don't know if I said that right. But how you just gonna assume? What? Y'all acting like the white people that destroyed Black Wall Street. That's how y'all are acting. And y'all destroying all of this and walking away and turning a blind eye and thinking it's okay. I don't understand. Y'all are disgusting and y'all some animals. I said it, y'all some animals, and y'all know there are people who are not a part of this protest causing damages. You know, those people are not a part of this protest. They do not care about George, Breonna, Arbery. They do not care. They don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing that. They would not be doing that. They would be yelling in policemen and policewomen faces saying, how could you allow your co-workers do all of that and not say nothing? They would be in the streets with their friends and family and strangers fighting for what's right. What does that building over there around the corner have to do with you? What does it have to do with you? That man was in the street yelling and crying. What is wrong with y'all? That is not right. That was not right. And y'all know that people are not a part of this protest are causing damages. We know who they are, but we also have black people using this time to steal, loot, and destroy other black people. Everybody is not good, and we know that. Y'all just gonna assume that the black people that are breaking into these buildings, causing damages, looting and stealing, y'all gonna assume they doing this for a protest? Y'all gonna say they doing this for a protest? They are not doing this for a protest, and you know it. So stop saying that this is justification and that buildings and businesses can be repaired, but lives can't. That's true. That's true. People cannot come back and businesses can. But what did that business have to do with you? Just like George did not have nothing to do with that cop. But we did learn that cop had a vendetta already. But which says that those people that damaged those buildings had a vendetta already. That's what that mean. That's what that mean. Y'all turning into your suppressors. That's what you're doing. Everybody's not good. Everybody's not good. Every black person is not for this protest. So stop telling yourselves that. They're in this for their own selfish reasons, which is stealing. Because, they be like, they are saying this is a part of the protest. And it's not. It's not. And that's just that on that. But y'all need to understand that not every black person is automatically good and fighting for what's right. They don't care. At this point, why even bother? And then I believe it was Safari or somebody, some celebrity, I don't know, I forgot. They said that all the black businesses should put like a flag in the window or whatever, something like that, and say I support. But the fact that we have to do that just tells you everything. Now, this has been going on for a long time. This next topic, I feel like it's stupid. That's point blank. It's stupid because it's just stupid. Black on black crimes. A lot of white people use this as justification, similar to that chart that's been going around. But there's also black people that feel like they're woke are saying black on black crimes. Yeah, but black on black crimes, it don't exist. The phrase black on black crimes do not exist. This is only a crime in the United States. Black on black crimes, they don't exist. People who shout and defend the phrase black on black crimes are the people who think they're woke, who think woke is a thing. Being woke is not a thing. You either know history and you know this history is still going on today and that reality is more than what it is, then you just know those things. What are you woke about? The truth? The truth is the truth. And lies are lies. And people, the phrase of being sleep on something, or being blind to something because you was told one thing instead of another. Okay, but those people have the same resources as you. They have the same resources, the same technology, the same books, all of that. So how is it being sleep and woke? Is you know the truth, you know your history, you know what's going on, you know the reality, and other people don't, and they're choosing not to when this whole time they could be out there doing the same thing you're doing. But like I said, everyone's not you, everyone's not me, everyone's not Samantha, everyone's not Jake, everyone's not, I don't know, Timothy, I don't know. And yeah, but like black on black crime is not a thing because you're telling me only black people in America kill each other. So you're telling me only black people in America kill each other. No other race is killing each other. That's what you're telling me when you say black on black crimes. I don't hear no other phrases of white on white crime. You're telling me no other white person is out here killing other white people. That's what you're telling me when you say black on black crimes. You're saying black people shouldn't be out here killing each other. Why are you not preaching that to white people? Where is the white person telling white people not to kill each other? Oh, I forgot. The police, the judges, the government, the Constitution. Wait, that goes for everybody. I forgot. So how does black on black crime even exists? How is that a phrase being used? It's a crime. It's a crime. That's all. That's it. I don't understand. You're not saying black on white crime, white on black crime, Mexican on Chinese crime. Like, come on, make it make sense. You're telling me the most famous serial killers in America aren't white? You telling me they not white? Ted Bundy? I mess with him. I mess with Ted Bundy. So you're telling me Ted Bundy ain't white? That man was so smooth. He was his own lawyer. And like, come on. You're telling me Ted Bundy is black and he was killing black females. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me that's a black on black crime? Is that what you're telling me? Y'all just want to have something to say to us. That's how I feel. And it's mostly black people preaching this. And then they got it from white people. Like, but you're woke. How are you woke, but you're being manipulated and blinded by something that don't even exist? You're telling me Brooke Schuyler of Ohio didn't bury her white baby in her backyard. You're telling me Brooke Skyler, a white girl, didn't bury her white child in the backyard. So you telling me Brooke's still out here in high school being a cheerleader with her baby. Is that what you're telling me? Or are you telling me Brooke is black? Brooke is black with a black baby. Is that what you're telling me? Is that a black on black crime? Also, are you telling me Casey Anthony still has her daughter? You're telling me Casey Anthony didn't kill her daughter? Is that what you're telling me? Are you telling me that? Are you telling me only black on black crimes exist? Are you telling me that black on black crimes are justification for cops and white people to kill black people? Is that your justification? That black on black crimes exist because it don't exist. That's why I'm like stumbled, like it don't exist. You're telling me that they are killing black people because we're killing ourselves. So shouldn't everybody just go out there and purge then? Shouldn't we just go out there and purge anyway? Since the reality is everyone's killing each other. There are white crimes. Oh my gosh, I'm saying white crimes. White crimes don't even exist. It's a white person, that's their race, killed another person that was white. Black on black crimes do not exist, just like white on white crimes do not exist. Anyway, Casey Anthony is white, and her daughter is white, and she killed her daughter. So, and last time I checked, they weren't black. Also, like I said, Ted Bundy, John Wayne I often say Gracie. Oh my gosh. John Wayne Gacy. He was in Chicago. I don't really know who his victims are. I feel like, I don't know what part of Chicago he was in. Plus, forgot the year. But John Wayne Gacy, come on now. He's white. Okay, so that automatically eliminates black on black crimes because he's white. 59.21% of serial killers on average are white. That's more than half. Come on now. And this is including Asian, Native, and Hispanic. Of course, black, because this is the discussion. From the FBI UCR website, it says 5,005 white victims had 2,509 murderers. Make it make sense. But yes, there are also black on black crimes there, meaning black victims and black murderers. Okay. Oh my gosh. Black on black crimes do not exist. But the number was kind of even. It was like a 2,000 and another 2,000 for the murderers and victims. But black people are looked at like we're supposed to be exempt from the exact acts of what other people do. We're thought of as animals, but we're supposed to be the most, I guess, civilized. Like, that's an actual word. Like, how can you define civilized? Civilized is an individual perception of what civilized is supposed to be. Like, when people travel someplace, that's their culture. You're coming and looking at a new frame of life, a new culture, something you know nothing about. That's their way of thinking, oh, this is civilized. We do this, this, and this, and this. That means you're civilized. You come and you're like, oh, this is the better way of doing things. Yada, yada. You're like, this is more civilized. You're putting your culture on them. Civilized is not a word. You're basically putting your culture on other people. You're saying, take these customs, forget yours, because this is better. That's what you're saying. Other people can do this and that, and we're supposed to be black. What does that even mean? You're saying white on white crimes, which is not a thing. I'm saying white on white because you're saying black on black. So white on white crimes can happen and nobody talk about it. But when black on black crimes, I'm doing the little sarcastic finger motions, you're expecting bad people to be good. I don't understand. Black on black crimes is not a thing. So we're just going to ignore all these school shootings? You're going to ignore all these school shootings? Like, a white guy, an Asian guy. So you're saying school shootings are black on black crime. You're saying all the victims are black, all the shooters are black. That's what you're saying. You're saying school shootings are just like, you're just ignoring that basically. The reality is you're ignoring school shootings, you're ignoring these serial killers, you're ignoring these other crimes. Casey Anthony, Brooke, you're ignoring all of this. Why isn't there any white on white, a Chinese on Chinese, Hispanic on Hispanic, or even better, Native on Native? And I say that because when there's a dominant race in a town or in a region, what do you expect? People are people. They're human. People get pissed off. People get ticked off. People have mental breakdowns. Everyone is not emotionally stable. Everyone is not mentally stable. Everyone cannot look past things. People cannot look past vengeance. And you're saying all the people are black. That's what you're saying, because black on black crimes is the only thing out there. That's what you're saying to me. Not everyone is good. Not everyone is capable of murder. Not everyone chooses the greener grass. Y'all need to drop that black on black mess, because it don't exist. When white people tell you something, y'all run with it. And you think you woke. You're not woke. You're asleep, okay? Instead of thinking for yourself, which is why this podcast exists, you're not woke. That's a long topic. This podcast, I've been recording this longer than I expected to, and because I'm just really passionate about this stuff, it don't make sense to me. Somebody please make it make sense to me. How is black on black crime a thing? How is cancel culture a thing? But I wasn't on social media all day today. I only got on Facebook, I believe. I glimpsed on other social media. Instagram is constantly the same stuff. I don't want to keep all the negativity, but I do want to stay up to date on things. And I thought the cops that shot her, they shot her 8 times in her sleep. Solange, Beyonce's sister, Solange, she's her own individual. I don't know why I said Beyonce's sister. She posted Breonna Taylor, and I was like, wow, that is amazing, because people said she was getting overshadowed, which Solange probably saw that, and that's why she posted it, because Breonna's murderers have not been arrested. I thought they were arrested. They were not. But her boyfriend did get released like 2 weeks ago, or a couple days. I don't know. I try to stay off social media. It really affects me. Like I said, everybody's not emotionally stable. People be going through their own things as an individual, and what this protest is fighting for is a broad thing that everybody's fighting against. It's not little things. Like with me, it's college and trying to become an adult, working on patience as an individual, focusing on my emotional and spiritual state, and doing that, I have to stay off social media. And I have caught myself staying off social media because I'm working on this podcast and I'm working on other stuff, like I said. And I feel like you guys should do that too. You should focus on doing some things around the house if you can. You do not have to do anything. You can be lazy all you want, okay? Like I said on the first episode, some people said this quarantine is a blessing because their life was hectic. They needed a break. Like, everybody's lives are different. But please comment on what you think on black crimes. I really want to know. Even if it's on the other side of the topic, please let me know on our Facebook page. You will have to join as a member. I don't want any robots or people that's against being better and great. Do have a public platform like Twitter and Instagram. There will be individual posts for each episode. If you can't find the posts, feel free to post on your comment or opinions on the first thing you see, and I'll make sure to tag you in the original post just in case you want to engage to other people. This is the start of this podcast, so we won't be jumping off so soon. Patience is key. Stay healthy. I'm glad you listened to the whole podcast. That's great. I appreciate that. Tiny blessings. This is the Social Outcast podcast, and this is Jazz V. Taylor, and I'm signing out.